So I'm Valerie, and I'm currently 20 years old right now. And I was born and raised in the Philippines, but I'm not Filipino. So I'm a mix of 7 nationalities. I'm a mix of Chinese, Japanese, Filipino, French, Spanish, Mexican, and American. And I'm not sure what kind of American. I'm not that close to my grandmother, so I don't see her. I just know I'm a mix of 7. And it's kind of confusing, especially when you have a Japanese grandfather and a Chinese grandmother. I celebrate like 3 New Years a year. So yeah. When I was in high school, I used to play tennis. I played it for around 2 years, and I never actually got to competitions because like my coach told me I was like flat-footed, but I'm not, and I'm still gonna like argue about it. I am not flat-footed. I will show you my feet. I am not flat-footed. I'm just a lazy bum. That's not good for tennis though, but you know, I'm not lazy on the court. I have an addiction to, you're gonna laugh, it's stupid. I have an addiction to keeping up with the Kardashians. Like, no joke. I bought a magazine once just because I saw Kourtney Kardashian on it. Bad, right? Well, to redeem myself, I write. I've been writing publicly, you can say, since I was 16. I've been writing since I was 16. And writing for me is like an escape from reality. I've had like a lot of, teenage drama throughout my whole life. I'm still having drama right now. But everyone has drama, but I don't go out drinking in the middle of the night. I just write. So I think that's like a good way to release all the depression, all the stress that I have. Like, people have their ways, and mine is writing. Aside from that, like, I have my own website where I write my own stories in it. Right now I have this website where I have around 10 to 20,000 followers around the world, and it has all my stories in it. And my favorite thing to write is angst, a lot of anger. And one of the stories, like if you want an idea of it, one of my stories, like the most angsty, I think one of the things that I wrote was, it's based on a pianist. I play the piano. So it's based on a pianist who got into this curse. This is like a horror thing. And it was based on the Ampatuan massacre in the Philippines, where around 60 journalists were killed, the girls were raped, their eyes were like taken out of their eyes. So that's where my story is based on, like a curse because of massacres like that. But yeah, I'm very reliant. Like, I rely on writing too much, but my main passion is performing. I just love being on stage, like the thrill of it. I'm not like self-centered that I want all the attention on me, but it's just, there's something about being in front of people. The thing, I love performing. I love to sing, I love to act, I love to dance most of all. I would do anything you want on stage. Like, I would perform like a sappy love song to like a very rude hip-hop song. And like, I also act. So I can do, the one that I recently acted was for an audition. It was like a horror thing. But I believe I would do any expression you want on stage. Like, doesn't really matter for me. Like, I don't care what you guys think. As long as you're laughing. And I'm sure you're laughing right now, right? I'm a dancer. I'm basically a performer, but I excel the most in dancing and acting. But I haven't acted since I came here in the US. So anyways, I went to Korea last year in search for an entertainment company. And for those of you who know K-pop, that's gonna be hard because they're all skinny. I lost 30 pounds, so don't say anything about my weight. Okay? So, anyways, I was over there and I actually got a company. I got one that gave me to another one that I had multiple companies working for me. But it was hard. It was actually funny and at the same time kind of offensive because like they asked me if I had like job done on my nose. They honestly, like, they made me, I was like in front of my manager. They were like, "Where did you get your nose done?" And they even asked if I shaved my chin. Who shaves this? I'm like, no, it's all natural. They would even ask, like, where did you get your nose from? I'm like, I'm part Mexican. And they're like, oh, you're a mix. Oh, that's so good. They're very superficial over there, that it was hard. There was one time that I had two judges fighting over me. One didn't like me because I didn't look the part. The other one liked me because of my voice and my dancing. So it was hard. I was always practicing. I was always training from like 9 a.m. to 5 a.m. So I was always tired back then. I don't regret it though. I enjoyed practicing. I enjoyed meeting the people. I enjoyed going to the weekly auditions just to be turned down. But yeah, I don't regret any of what I did in Korea. So I'm a performer, but my major is far. Not that far, but my major is art. Arts and technology specifically. I major in that because I've been doing art since I was as young as I can remember. And aside from that, my aunt is an artist. She's a known painter in the Philippines. And when I was in high school, I used to do competitions for UNESCO. And that's really big. The things that are holding me back from performing is, for one, the way I look. And if you want me to explain it, I have a health condition I just found out last year that it's hard for me to lose weight. So yeah. So that's one thing, my appearance. The other thing is the usual Asian family. My family is like the main thing why I'm not performing right now. It's like I have to prove to them that I want this, that I'm actually good at it. But right now they're kind of accepting it, especially my father. He's actually accepting it right now. So, you know, given that permission to actually go for it this time. I might actually go, but before, it was my family was the number one thing that was keeping me from performing. When I perform, like if I really do go the professional way, if I'm given the chance to go to it again, I'll probably go back to Korea because I had contracts there before. So it would be easier, plus I'm actually, if I talk in Korean, I have like a good accent and most people can understand me. I've been told many times, do not sing in English. They would like me better if I sing in Korean than English because I sound better in Korean. I don't know why though. I don't want to perform in the US, that's for sure. I'm not gonna deny that the US is one of the best performing countries. You've seen Broadway, you've seen the backup dancers of Lady Gaga, and they're really good. But the thing that makes me not want to perform here is my accent. When I came here in 2008, I acted for this theater, and they liked me, I passed the audition, but I was only given a minor role. At first I was like thinking, maybe, I'm just starting, and then the director talked to me. Her exact words, I couldn't forget, it was, Val, you're a natural-born actress, but we have to fix your accent. So ever since then, I quit acting, and that's one of the reasons why I don't want to perform in the US is because of my accent issues. And I can't deny it. It's true, if I don't have the American accent, I can't exactly be an American performer. Unless if I'm like Jackie Chan and can go, but no.